Everyone, and we'll go ahead and get started, and there'll be a replay if people come in, but I like to honor the idea of starting on time. Luigi, welcome. I know that you're
Well,
from Tasmania, but we're going to go ahead and get started now, okay? So let's mute everyone. I want to welcome you to Hypnotic Coaching for hypnotherapists and for healers. This is a class that is really designed to help you have more impact and have a greater income in the world. I've been involved in the hypnosis professions for about 60 years. And one of the things that I have come to believe is that people in our profession are tremendously undervaluing what it is that they do. We are approaching culturally an age of consciousness, the age of Aquarius, the fifth dimension. There's many, many different names for it. But essentially, it is the idea that we are going to move into another age where consciousness is a key factor. And guess what? We are the midwives of consciousness. We are the people that can help humanity birth its way into another way of being. We can't really continue like we are right now. The shamans in the Andes are getting prophecies, and the prophecies have to do with the fact that humanity is really at a crossroads where we have to take the road of learning how to live in better harmony with the planet rather than looking at its resources as things that are just products for us. Learning to be in alignment is going to take a shift in consciousness. It's going to take people's ability to be able to look at the web of life, to look at the idea that we are part of the system. We are not the domination of the system. And it's up to us to help people achieve that. I think one of the best ways we do that is making this shift in this journey I'm going to take you on in this masterclass to move from the perspective of looking at the eyes of the world through a hypnotherapist or a healer and looking at it through a hypnotic coach. Because that shift in perception will make all the difference in the world. I want to take a moment now to ground us and center us. So just allowing yourself to feel really comfortable. And if you're okay, you can just close your eyes and take a moment to think about a place that you feel safe, a place you feel powerful. Allowing yourself in such a gentle and easy way to move into that place of safety, that place of comfort, personal power. And as you do, you shift your state now to a state of feeling more balanced inside. Now take a moment and bring your attention to the soles of your feet. And using the power of your imagination, imagine that there are spiral openings in the soles of your feet, and that there are roots that can travel down through the surface of the ground and into the earth itself. And they can travel down 10 feet and 50 and 500 and 1,000 to the center of the earth. Take a breath. Go deeper now. And in the center of the earth, there's a ball of liquid golden fire, fire without heat, but fire with power and fire with energy. And some of your roots go around that ball and you become grounded. And some of those roots go in and you become connected and grounded, centered and balanced. Take a breath. Go deeper. Now, directly above your head is a beautiful golden sun, a sun that is a symbol for and a connector to that universal sun. And the golden light of the golden sun flows down smoothly and evenly, and it washes away all foreign interference, and you are cleared, grounded, and cleared. Now, almost like you're sucking on a straw, imagine that you can pull that energy into your root, that energy of the earth, and it will flow up that 1,000 feet and the 500 and the 50 and the 10 and the 5. And it flows through the surface of the ground and into the soles of the feet and the arches, the complex bones on the top of the feet, the ankles, the calves, the knees, the thighs. It flows up the spinal column and fuses your physical brain. It flows all through your vital organs. It spins the chakras in golden fire. It flows out the top of your head, and you are protected. As it spins all around the aura, you are protected, grounded, cleared, protected. Now bring all of your attention to the front of your brain, directly above the eyebrows. And allow yourself to connect in to that part of you that loves to learn. That part of you that knows that taking trainings and classes makes you fuller and richer as a human being. As you get ready to become fully present here, right now, right here, take a nice deep breath, exhale, open the eyes, wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, come fully present in here and now. So I mentioned the fact that we are undervaluing our services. And because we are undervaluing our services, the public is undervaluing our services. The difference between what a coach makes and what a therapist makes is significant. Hypnotic coaches work shorter amounts of time and make more money. That allows you to have more time and energy for quality of your own personal life. But when you think about expanding your concept of your financial value, it's important for you to look honestly at where you are with money. How does it feel when you think about having lots of money? How does it feel when you think about being naturally happy and healthy and wealthy and wise? I'm not talking about being greedy because I trust you have ethics and values. But it is important that people like us become more comfortable with the concept of having money because money is power in our society and we need ethical people to be able to have more power in society. I trust that if I become a millionaire, I will do something significant to help elephants in Southeast Asia, which is a cause that I give to, but I don't give to as much as I would like to. So that would allow me to have that sense of fulfillment. So trust yourselves that you would use excess money with value and allow yourself to expand your consciousness into that idea that it's okay to make a lot of money. Because doing hypnotherapy and healing work has some pretty important limitations. And one of the main limitations is it is focused around issues rather than goals. So what that means essentially is clients work for short terms. You often have to work with clients that have a high degree of emotional trauma. And that can be very draining. And people suffer from burnout from that experience. Also, clients in hypnotherapy are not as good referrers as we wish they would be, because there's a little bit of discomfort about going to any type of therapy or healing, because the presumption is there's something wrong. When you have a coach, there's a whole different mindset. And the mindset is about the Olympic stars have coaches. The Hollywood personalities have coaches. The winners of the World Cup and the winners of the Super Bowl. And that's about all the sports I know, is those two. They all have coaches. So that when you have a coach, you now enter into a mindset where you are proud of that experience and you tend to name drop. When my coach was talking to me the other day, all of my clients come from referrals. And those referrals are all from previous clients or students. So that shift of moving from being focused on issues to being focused on goals is a shift that gives you long-term clients so that you have consistent income, not feast and famine, that you can count on your income. The majority of my clients sign up for 6 months, and the majority of them renew. I probably have 7 core clients that I've been working with from 5 to 7 years because I'm the coach of their life. And all of the statistics show us that when people have coaches, they have more successful, fulfilling lives. Because you have that backup person that's 100% in your corner. So hypnotherapy differs from hypnotic coaching in 4 very important ways. Number 1, it's a different model. Hypnotherapy belongs to the medical model, so there's a presumption there's something wrong with the client, or the client has a problem. Hypnotic coaching belongs to what we call a developmental model. That means that coaches believe that the seeds of the client's greatness are already in the client. It's like the acorn is not saying, oh my God, I'm an inferior oak tree. I'm never going to get into my oak tree-ness. Look at how unsuccessful I am at my growing. What that acorn needs is water and sunlight and good soil, and it naturally grows into an oak tree. Coaching says that human beings have the seeds of their greatness inside of themselves. Now, we acknowledge there are genuine mental health issues, and we acknowledge that some people are not suitable for coaching, and I will teach you how to refer, how to tell. But the majority of people actually have missing skills rather than mental health issues. That's a really important thing to talk about, but I don't want to get distracted. I want to kind of stay on target. So it's a different model. It's a different relationship. In a therapeutic relationship, it's unequal. In a coaching relationship, it's an agreement, like a contract, between you and your client to use all of your skills and abilities to help your client achieve their goals. And their goals are anything to do with life. It can be learning goals, it can be fulfillment goals, it can be relationship goals. As long as you keep focusing on the achievement of the goal, just about everything is going to fit into that. It's a different process. In a therapy process, the therapist has a plan, a system. The Simpson protocol is a wonderful example of a system that is a therapy plan. Coaching is co-created. You and the client work together. That's part of why it's exciting and interesting, to create the plan that is going to help the client achieve their goals. The last element of differences is it has different clients. I can't think of one client that I personally have that would go to me as a hypnotherapist, because none of my clients would think about themselves as needing anything having to do with therapy. They are all people that want to be high achievers with life. They are all people that want to use hypnosis and coaching as a shortcut to their personal growth and their empowerment as people. I have about 50-50. 50-50 business clients, 50-50 life coaching clients. I also have 50-50 men and women. So the skills are suitable to work with all kinds of populations. I have a teenage girl that I have worked with on and off since she was 7 years old and went through a very traumatic breakup of her parents. And so I'm always there for her. And she is an excellent coaching client at this particular time. So coaching appeals to people that are not even on your radar. And they're people that will be excited about the idea of being able to have a hypnotic coach, because an ordinary coach is great, but a hypnotic coach, that's amazing. Because we all know that most of the decisions and choices that people make are from their subconscious minds. And we are the ones that can teach them how to teach and train their minds. So once people get into this system of hypnotic coaching, we have like 3 different steps. The first step is what I like to think of as the coaching conversation. And the coaching conversation could be 1 or 2 sessions. It's not always like a 1-session experience, but it's really developing that heart-to-heart connection with your client, where you're in rapport. You help the client discover sometimes what they really want. Sometimes clients just know that life doesn't fulfill me. It looks like I check all the boxes off, but I don't feel excited and passionate about being alive. And sometimes the client has a clear idea. I want to move from being a bookkeeper at a corporation to having my own successful private practice so that I can do better life-family balance. Okay, so we got a whole range of ideas that we can work with. But in this first step, the coaching conversation part, we're going to help the client determine that. We're also going to use the hypnotic coaching formula, which I'm going to go through with you in a few minutes, to really decide what our work is going to be like. The second step is our hypnotic activation period. And in our hypnotic activations, we're going to build intuition because that always gives more growth and development from the inside for the client. We're going to clear blocks. We're going to instill habits of success. We're going to shift belief systems. And we're going to do lots of mental rehearsals of success. Doing a mental rehearsal of success is like creating a plan in the subconscious. The third step is our action steps. How do we take this out into the world? How do we create lasting transformation for our clients that shows up in the real world? You know, if you have a dream and you write it down, it becomes a goal. If you create action steps, it becomes a plan. If you follow the plan, it becomes your life. So we help the client create the plan. We clear the blocks to achieving the plan. We create accountability. Think of how many dreams that you've lost in your mind because you never wrote them down or you were accountable to someone to fulfill them. You know, in this table of success, accountability is a major phase. So sometimes I say to my client, how will you know when you've taken a step to building that new business? And then how will I know that you've done it? And in my relationship with my clients, I have a very open either text or WhatsApp, because I have a lot of clients in foreign countries, so I use WhatsApp quite a bit to have interchange with my clients. Because as a coach, I'm available. It's kind of like the model of an athletic coach in a way. You know, the athletic coach sees the potential in the athlete and they reinforce that potential. They educate, teaching skills. They create times for practice. They create accountability. And then that athlete someday stands at the podium of the Olympics. So that's the model that we think about with people. We're not just helping people to survive, we're helping people to get the gold medal of their own life. And that's a tremendous amount of fulfillment that people can have. So rather than talking about the hypnotic coaching formula, I want to take you through the process of doing the formula and then doing the hypnotic activation, okay? So if you could write down a goal and make it something that is really important to you. And as you write down the goal, don't think about how am I going to get it or is this possible? Just what is your real heart's desire? Okay, everybody got a goal? Okay. Okay, so now we're going to use a technique called scaling. And the reason we use this technique is because it helps you to take emotion out of it. So on a scale of 1 to 10, number 1 being not that much, number 10 being absolutely, this is it, totally. What is your focus on your goal? What is your focus on actually achieving that goal? Is your focus affected by external circumstances? Do other people affect your focus? That's all so important information. Okay, the second element is, what is your mindset and attitude? Now, in mindset and attitude, we want to take a look at positive self-talk. Okay, if you have any negative self-talk that you're aware of, that is only the tip of the iceberg. So negative self-talk is something that definitely has to be switched into positive self-talk, which we teach our clients how to do. Under mindset and attitudes is where we put self-esteem, because you can only get in the world what you think you deserve. And just about 90% of clients I've ever worked with needed to have their self-esteem built up. Self-esteem is self-confidence, it's self-image, it's the ability to feel that you have the power to influence your own life. The next one is habits and behaviors. What are the habits and behaviors that you have? I recently read a story that a lot of people that go to the gym on a regular basis are not really satisfied that they're getting results. And then when they surveyed that group of people that felt that they weren't satisfied, the majority of them went to Starbucks after they went to the gym. So the habit of going to the gym was canceled by the habit of going to Starbucks. So when we look at your habits and behaviors and how your habits and behaviors really affect that ability to achieve that goal, we have to instill success habits in our clients to help them achieve those goals. And the next criteria is mindset and attitude, focus, mindset and habits and behaviors, skills and abilities. Skills and abilities have two different categories. One are the skills of actually doing what the client wants to do. If the client wants to run a half marathon, do they have the skills of actually running to be able to do it? But also in skills and abilities are the skills of self-management. Do you have self-discipline to run 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week? Do you have the ability to delay gratification? Do you have the ability to organize and manage your time? And so these are all skills that we can help the client with. So take a moment and look at your scores. So this is an exercise you do with your client, and you can do this perfectly fine on Zoom because you just email the form to the client ahead of time. But once you take a look at this, you can sit down with the client and say, oh, look at these things we need to do. And this creates much more engagement with the client. so that your client is an ongoing client. And then the last element that is really important to do is to recognize that you and your client are working together to achieve the client's goals. So there's this strong sense of being really connected in the process. So why does this increase your income? It increases your income because you now create packages that are a higher ticket because you're moving into a clientele that can comfortably pay higher ticket fees and actually values your work better at a higher ticket level because you are valuing yourself. It also creates higher income because you have consistent income. Okay? You can convert these figures to whatever dollars of your country are because it kind of represents a standard rather than, US dollars. But you can make a six-figure income working 20 hours a week. I absolutely believe that's possible. And I absolutely believe that that's something we all deserve to do because it allows us to be more fulfilled in life. And why is this more fun? It's more fun because it's uplifting. It's more fun because it's energizing, because it's creative. You grow as the client grows. That I am absolutely a lifetime learner. And I encourage all of you to embrace lifetime learning and to never feel bad if you take another training. I mean, if I put all the initials after my name that I've ever acquired, it would be longer than my name. But never feel bad that you pay for training because it elevates you. And in the experience of working with people in this model that I'm talking about, it is a very, very uplifting experience. It takes you into another level of consciousness where you are open to the possibility of the world. And now I want to take you through a process to really activate that goal in you. So allowing yourself to think about the goal and allowing yourself to get very comfortable. Taking a long, deep breath and hold in. Let it out with a sigh. Take in another long, deep breath into the body. And as you exhale, you can unwind, you can let go, and you can breathe, and you can breathe. Take in another breath, hold it for a moment. And as you exhale, you begin a rhythm of your breath, a rhythm of your breath. The in-breath is life and vitality. The out-breath is tension and stress. I'm going to count backwards now from 10 to 1. And each descending number will take you to a deeper place, a deeper space. 10, 9, 8, go deeper now. 7, 6, 5, go deeper still. 4, 3, 2, 1, right place, right now. Now relax your body. Your body knows how to relax. Relax your body. Imagine a beautiful shower of light washes down upon you as you relax your scalp, your forehead, your jaw, your cheeks and your ears, your eyes, the eyelids and eyelashes and eyebrows, the muscles and tissues around the eyes and even the eyeballs. Let go now. Now, your eyes are the windows of your soul, and as the outer eyes are closed, you open those eyes of your soul, and you go deeper now. Relaxing the neck and the shoulders, the arms and the hands. Taking deeper breaths into the chest. And as you exhale, you let go, you let go, you let go. Relaxing hips and thighs, knees and calves, feet and toes. Your body knows. Your body knows. Now begin to relax all of your internal organs. Every cell, every gland, every organ is operating in such a rhythmic and healthy way. As you let go, as you let go. Now let's go into the mind. 10, 9, 8, go into the mind. 7, 6, 5, go into the mind. 4, 3, 2, 1. You're inside of a large room in your mind, a room to put your thoughts away. There's a perfect order in the universe. Your life-enhancing thoughts become amplified. Your self-defeating thoughts fade away, like photographs left in the summer sun, fade away. In one corner of the room of your mind is a special box. A box for thoughts, feelings, and beliefs that you want to get rid of. And today, you want to get rid of everything that blocks that goal. All of your past experiences that block it. All of your self-esteem or confidence issues that block it. Any opinions of other people that block it. Everything that blocks your goal goes into that special box. And I'm going to give you 2 minutes of silence to clear the mind. And when I return, the sound of my voice will be nurturing and comforting, and we will go 10 times deeper. Now clear your mind. Now put the lid on that box. Make the decision, make the choice to let go of all of that content. And give that box to your soul. The lessons are learned, the karma's done. It's time to move on. It's time to move on. And it's good to know now that you have a conscious and a subconscious, and that's good to know. So good to know. And it's good to know now that your conscious mind can drift and rest and rest and drift. Your subconscious hears and understands everything I am saying. I am talking to your subconscious. Your subconscious knows how deep you need to be to get to the maximum benefit today. And now direct the subconscious to take you as deep as you need to be. 10, 9, 8, go deeper. 7, 6, 5, deeper. 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, right place, right now. I now direct the subconscious to focus attention on the box. I now direct the subconscious to release and clear all experiences in this lifetime, whether known or unknown, that on any level are creating the blocks in this box. To release and clear the experiences and all of the shock and the trauma connected. To release and clear the web and the linkage of feelings. To release and clear the habits and patterns of behavior. To release and clear the beliefs that reinforce and support. I now direct the subconscious to release and clear all of this content and the very blocks themselves. Because you are ready, because you are willing, because you're able, and because you have inner and outer support. Now, all of that content is just like old dark gray. As you release and clear from the physical body, from every cell, from the mind and all processes, from the emotions, from the entire energy field, all of that content is flowing out of you, flowing out of you. And directly above your head is a beautiful golden sun, a golden sun with only healthy rays. And the golden light of the golden sun flows down and it washes away all of your gray. It washes away all of your gray. And the light flows to the tips of the fingers and the tips of the toes. Golden light. And in front of you, I want you to imagine that you're looking at a large flat screen TV of you achieving that goal. See yourself accomplishing that goal. See that sense of satisfaction on your face. Now step into the picture, feel it in the body. Feel what it feels like to have that sense of accomplishment and joy. Feel what it feels like. Imagining sounds or senses or scents that help you to really hold this image in you. Now step out of the picture, but pull the picture into the heart. And every time you feel the beating of your heart, the message of your goal will flow through you. And over the course of time, all of the aspects of your inner being will bring this into alignment. And all you really need to do is let it be so, let it be so. And every time you feel the beating of the heart, let it be so, let it be so. So taking a moment now to integrate that fully and completely into you. I'm going to count to 5. When I say 5, wide awake and feeling great, you will feel alert. You will feel energized. You will feel centered and balanced and so in touch with who you are. And you will remember your goal. 1, take a nice deep breath into the body. 2, starting to gently move and stretch. 3, moving the fingers and moving the toes. 4, getting ready to open your eyes. And 5, letting your eyes gently open, becoming awake and aware. So I want to invite you all to come on an adventure with me to learn hypnotic coaching, to really become part of a very transformative experience, because you will transform through these 7 sessions. Every one of the sessions will contain hypnosis, which will be recorded separately, as well as the coaching part of it or the training part of it. You get 2 different books. One is your hypnotic coaching workbook, and the other is a book of hypnosis scripts and coaching tools. There is a practicum that is involved with a buddy coaching program that I'll teach you how to do. And you practice some sessions with a buddy that's also a member of the class. And everyone that completes the practicum, I will give you a free class in August that is called Hypnotic Coaching for Business. And that's a class that'll have 5 different workshops: the magic of time management, organization made easy, clearing blocks to success, sales secrets, marketing made easy. I think it has a different name, but anyway, one on marketing. And you will have lifetime access to be able to reproduce those workshops in your own community. And they all come with little workbooks. So if you sign up for this class, you get the workshop price of it by Sunday night. And Justine is the person that's in charge of all that. I know there are payment plans, and I'm letting you all pay in New Zealand dollars rather than American dollars, so it makes it much more reasonable for you. I also have one other perk, is that if you sign up by Sunday, you get a free one-to-one session with me that can be used anytime between now and the 17th of July. And also on my Mindset for Success.org site, which is a really big, well-traveled site, there is a hypnotic coaches directory. And so you can have a page in that directory where you can have your picture and your information, and people do search on that directory and hire people from it. So